What's up, everybody? It is 9:15, Saturday evening here on December the 18th. I don't know how well y'all can hear it, or if y'all can hear it at all. But boy, I'm gonna tell you something. It is flat out getting down outside right now. I'm up here in my attic. I have another YouTube channel. This is where I do all of my videos for that channel. But this is my walk-in attic, in case you guys are wondering me what the deal is with this roof up here, or my ceiling, and all the camo behind me. This is where I keep all of my camo and all my hunting equipment and guns and whatnot. But anyway, that's not important. It's raining, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is flat out getting down outside my house right now. But it's times like this when you praise God that you have a roof over your head, right? But just wanted to get on here and holler at y'all for a minute. I have not had a chance to do any jobs since the last video I made. I had a customer message me on Facebook about a leaf cleanup, and I replied to her, and she gave me her address. Oh, well, no, I'm sorry. I told her, I said, if you give me an address, I can get out there and give you an estimate. And never got no reply after that. But I had a guy last week, or this past week, as a matter of fact, it was yesterday, I went to his house. He was wanting me to do a cleanup before Christmas. I went to his house yesterday and gave him, or just did a walk around of his property, and his front yard didn't look too bad. It was probably around a half-acre lot, and it was an older. I say old. It wasn't old. I mean, it was probably built within the last 30 or 40 years, but that's about average, I would say, for this area. You got some houses out here that are very modern, but you also have quite a bit that are 30, 40, some even 50 or 60 years old. But anyway, the front of his property, or his front yard, wasn't bad at all. He's having problems with his neighbor. Him and his neighbor don't get along, and he did specify that anything I get on his neighbor's property, I have to make sure I clean that up, which I'm fine with. But that's what he told me in the text that he sent me. And then when I got out to his property, I'm not gonna lie to you, I understand why him and his neighbor don't get along, because this guy, like I said, his front yard doesn't look that bad. I mean, it could use a little bit of love, don't get me wrong. He needs a lot of love in his flower beds. He really needs to spray weeds in his flower beds before he does anything else. But I, for one, I'm not doing it because everything's so grown up in his flower beds. I'm scared I'm gonna get some spray on his bushes and wind up killing his bushes, and then I'll be liable for that. But his backyard is where the work is. He's got 3 or 4 great big old hardwood trees in his backyard that are just dumping leaves, and it's really no bigger than the last job I done, and it's actually probably less leaves. But the problem is that it looks like he's never tried to take care of his property in the backyard, and the grass has grown up real high and thick and just nasty, full of those nasty tangles of weeds, and there's dog mess everywhere. And he had a little small scrub oak that he's wanting me to cut down, but he told me, he said, I'm wanting the grass cut before Christmas, and I'm wanting it bagged. I'm wanting the leaves removed, and all the big sticks. Wanting my bushes trimmed, wanting the whole yard edged up. I'm fine with all of that. I am. But when it's somebody that it's a property that they obviously don't care what it looks like, and it looks like haven't really done anything to it all year long or in previous years, I don't mind doing it, but it's not going to be cheap. My time is worth something. And I told my wife, I honestly and truly don't want to fool with this yard, because it's, for it to be worth the time, it's going to be expensive. In my opinion, it's going to be expensive. But and to be honest with you, you know, I don't like to judge people, but to be honest with you, by by the way him and his family carried themselves and the way his yard and house looks, I don't want to say it, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, I really don't think that he's going to be willing to pay what I'm going to charge. And I'm not trying to price him out to push him off and not do it, because I will do it. But it's going to be a fair price if I do it. And I'm not going to cut him any slack on it, because there is a ton of work to be done in that property. I mean, a ton of work. And not to mention all the dog mess that I'm going to have to clean off my feet or try to dodge, which, you know, I get it. You know, I'm a lawn guy. That's something I got to get used to, and I'm fully aware of that. But like I said, this property looks like it's never been touched with a lawnmower in the backyard. But I sent him a message back. I told him, you know, or while I was at his house, I told him, I said, I'm gonna have to come home and crunch some numbers. I'm gonna look up the size of your property. I'm gonna crunch the numbers and see how many hours it's gonna take to do everything. And I was honest with him. I told him, I said, it's not the mowing that's gonna get you. I said, it's the cleanup. It's the leaves and the removal. That's where it's gonna hit you the most at. And he told me, he said, I expect it to be a lot because I know it's a lot. And he also said, he said, I used to do this for a living, so I get it. And he said he's just getting to the age where he can't do it no more. But I'm not buying into that, because he really didn't look that old. Maybe in his mid-40s at the most. But I mean, just a handful of years older than me, you know. But anyway, I don't mind doing it, but it's not going to be cheap. So I sent the guy a price, and I told him, and my wife and I, we talked about it, you know. Really don't want to take a check from the man, because I don't know him, never done work for him anymore. And something like that, I'm leery about taking a check. But so I just flat out told him, I said, look, I said, this is your price. Payment is due at the time of service, and we take cash, money order, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. And I also told him, you know, I'm not set up to bag grass clippings. I don't have a walker or a bagging system or anything like that. But me and my wife talked about it, and we do have a push mower that we use it on my own personal property, and it's got a bagger on it. But you know, the guy might be trying to transform his property. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. So I told him, I said, look, I said, I'll bag your front yard, but I'm not doing a bag. That's just way too much. I'll be there for hours trying to dump grass on top of everything else I might have to remove. But I told him, I said, this is it. This is your price. I told him how we accept payment, when we accept payment, and what all can be done, and what all that price includes. And he also had a little scrub oak, probably about 8 foot tall, which might be 3 inches in circumference, that he wanted. It was growing up in the middle of his bushes out by his garage, I guess you call it. But he wants that cut down even with the ground too. And I know most people would charge him for that, but I felt like, you know, I kind of halfway felt bad for the man, because I feel like he doesn't have the resources to do everything. So I went ahead and I threw that in for free. I was just gonna eat that. You know, it might have taken me a minute or two to cut it down, and wouldn't even have taken a chainsaw to do it. I could just cut it down with a pair of loppers and just cut it up in 2 or 3 pieces and throw it in with the leaves and haul it off. But I sent him that price last night, probably around 5 o'clock. I want to say it was around 2:30 when I went and did the walk around. And I told him it'd be a few hours before I got back to him, but I would get back to him. And I sent him the estimate around 5 o'clock. And something told me when I sent the estimate that I should have responded with reply within 24 hours, or I will assume that you're not accepting the price. Well, here it is, nearly 9 o'clock the next day, and I've heard nothing from the man. And I know he saw it because it said red on the message. So, me personally, I'm just going to take it that it's too much for him, and he doesn't want to tell me that, which is fine. I get it. I've been there. Which, me personally, I'm not going to pay someone to do lawn care. I mean, I'm perfectly able to myself, but there are people out there that just don't have time to do it, and that's why you have guys like me. But I think the problem is he just can't afford it, or he feels like it's not worth that. But I'm gonna tell you something, it's around here, what these people around here charge, he's not gonna find all that any cheaper. And he said he used to do it for a living. I think he is still stuck in what prices used to be 10 or 15 years ago. But right now, my prices are fair. Actually, at kind of mid to lower end of the spectrum because I'm starting out. But if he goes with anybody else, it's most likely going to cost him more. But, you know, it's on him. And I'm just going to assume that, since I haven't heard, I'm just going to assume that he doesn't want me to do it for that price. So, but just curious to see what you guys think. If you would, drop me a comment in the comments box below, and let me know. And I don't want to bug the man and ask him if he wants me to do it or not, because I feel like if he did, he would let me know. But at the same time, I don't know. That's why I'm on here making this video. So drop me a comment in the box below. Let me know what y'all think. But also, the lady that I did the cleanup for a couple weeks ago, she messaged me yesterday and she told me she's wanting some pine straw put out in her beds. Excuse me, guys. I'm tired. We've been on the run all day. Had a birthday party. Did a few things. Christmas shopped here and there. I'm tired. But she called me and told me that she wanted me to do pine straw right after the first of the year, and she did sign up for the monthly service, or the year-round service, the monthly payment deal. And she told me she was going to go ahead and pay me for the month of January on top of the pine straw. So, first of the year, guys, business will be underway. I'm super excited about that. And this is my first customer, and I'm going to do everything in my power, everything that I can to keep this customer happy, keep her satisfied, and I am willing to go the extra mile with this customer because it is sentimental to me. Because with this customer here, this is where Tank's Lawn Maintenance got its start. So if you guys have any customers like that that you're willing to do extra for, drop me a message in the box below and let me know. But super excited, guys. It's Christmas is upon us. I've got the week off from my full-time job. I'm going to go and drop some business cards on some doorsteps this week. I know I've got to get into bed here pretty soon, within the next 30 minutes or so, because my neighbor and we are going duck hunting in the morning. Going out here in the middle of this big old rainstorm, this monsoon we got going on. But I'm going to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go do some duck hunting. Got to drive an hour to get there. But also, guys, I meant to tell y'all too, and I actually meant to make a video about this. I bought another piece of equipment for my business. And I know I told y'all before, I'm currently having to use my wife's vehicle. She has a 2018 Toyota 4Runner, and I was having to use it because my 4Runner, it's a '02. It's on its last leg, and I really don't know how much longer it's going to last. It's already struggling to crank up in the mornings, but and also it doesn't have a trailer hitch. So anyway, here the past 2 or 3 weeks, my truck was struggling really bad to crank up, and my wife, you know, she has a full-time job too. She's a school teacher here in the county, and I was on the way home from work 2 Fridays ago, and I called her just to let her know that I was off work and headed her way, and she asked me, she said, what do you think about buying a new truck? And man, I was blown away. That was the last thing I expected to hear right here before Christmas, and really hadn't even started business good yet, you know. But she explained to me, she said, you know, I'm really worried that you're going to be left stranded somewhere, for one, and for two, I'm also scared to death that I'm going to wake up one morning to go to work and my car is going to be gone because you had to take it to work. And the reason being is because I am the breadwinner in the house, and if I lose my job, we're in trouble. So yes, if I woke up one morning and my car didn't crank up, I would have to take hers, and she understands that. But anyway, she asked me what I thought about getting a new truck, and I thought about it for about 30 or 45 minutes. And you know, I really didn't want to buy a new truck until I was in a position to where we were making money and I could actually put some money back into the business. But then I thought about it, you know, I need a truck. Even if this lawn care gig doesn't pan out, I still need a vehicle because mine's not going to last. It's already struggling to crank up, and it's not something minor that can be fixed in my driveway because everything, I mean, I've replaced the battery, the alternator, the starter, you name it, I've replaced all of it. And it's just that time, you know. But I got to thinking about it, you know. I said half of what I make this year, if not everything, at least half, was going to be sunk back into the business. I thought about it, you know, that is putting money back into the business because I need a truck to pull a trailer around. I can't keep pulling a trailer with equipment on it with her car because then her car will be tore up too. So we decided to go ahead and pull the trigger, and we bought a 2020 Ford F-150. I know I said I was going to try to find a diesel truck or a heavy duty truck, a big gas motor, but there was no way. Excuse me, guys, I'm losing it over here. I'm telling you, I'm tired. But there's no way that I am willing at this point in my journey to pay the prices that these people are wanting for used, let alone new vehicles, when it comes to heavy duty trucks. 2 years ago you could buy, or well, not even 2 years ago, a year ago, you could buy a diesel Ford F-250 with the Power Stroke diesel in it, a four-wheel drive XLT on top of that, for a little less than 80 grand, which to me is too much for a truck. But that was a brand new truck. I got to looking around online, and there were some that were 2 and 3 years old that really wasn't anything special about them except for the fact that they had a spray-in bed liner and had a leveling kit on them and that they had low mileage, but that was it. And some of these trucks were 6 figures, and that was for used trucks. Guys, I'm not paying 6 figures for a truck, especially not right now. This is going to have to prove to be a serious money-making business before I drop that kind of cash on a vehicle. And even then, I don't know if I'd want to do that or not, because that's outrageous. That, in my opinion, that is just, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. But we found a Ford F-150 four-wheel drive STX, and that's the step up from the XL. And you know, I figured I don't need no XLT or a Lariat or a Platinum if I'm gonna be using it to work out of, because it's just gonna get scratched up and it's gonna stay dirty all the time. And plus, I like to hunt, and it's gonna be dirty. It's gonna be a truck. You know, I'm not gonna take it in the woods and beat it up or anything like that, but it's gonna be a work truck and it's gonna be a hunting truck. It's gonna be my everyday truck until business sure enough picks up to where I have no choice but to buy a heavy duty truck because of all the equipment that I gotta carry around. But in my opinion, the price we paid was a little steep. I mean, it's a good truck, don't get me wrong. It's a 2020 and it only had 16,000 miles on it. But they were at, I got them down to 42 and they were right at 50 for it. And I got them down to 42 and in my opinion, that's still too much, but you know, all the research I've been doing in the past few weeks, you know, it was kind of pointless to try to find something for less than 40 grand unless you're gonna have a V6 with a two-wheel drive or something like that, and you know, with it gonna be my personal vehicle to use on a day-to-day basis. And I like to hunt too. I need a four-wheel drive, but it is what it is, you know. That's the world. It's the world we live in today, guys. And until they figure something out with this computer chip situation and the situation at the ports with all these container ships, we really don't have a choice, you know. It is what it is. Nothing else we can do. But so we got that going, and it's got the towing package, and I ordered a hitch, or well, my wife ordered a hitch today. She had to order a bunch of products off of Amazon for Christmas, and I told her, I said, go ahead and order this hitch. It's a $200 hitch. It's an adjustable hitch, two-way hitch. Comes with 3 different balls, but it's a two-way hitch, and it's a heavy-duty hitch. And it should be here on the 23rd, and I'm gonna go ahead and get it set up. That way I can go to work. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be using a little old cheap Reese receiver hitch with a 2-inch ball on it. But business is about to be underway, guys, and I am excited, and I am hoping and praying that this business really takes off this first year. I'm hoping, you know, I know I might be going out on a limb here, and I may have high expectations, but I'm trusting in the Lord on this one, guys. I really feel like I can pick up 20 or 30 customers in the first year. I know some of you probably think, ain't no way you're gonna do that in the first year. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I've never done this for a living, and we're gonna find out real quick. But here's to new beginnings, guys, and y'all keep me and my business in your thoughts and prayers. And I just pray that some of the things that's going on in the world today don't force me out of a job until at least this business picks up where it can be enough where I can make a living. But guys, I just wanted to get on here and update y'all on that. Let me know your thoughts and concerns in the comments below. And hey, if you guys have any advice for me at this point in my career, I promise you I am open to anything. I am not too prideful to take it. Excuse me, I'm not too prideful to take advice. But till I see y'all keep mowing that grass, guys. Catch y'all on the next one. Bye.